What's up, everybody? It's your girl PaigeMcClendon here, coming to you with another video. Okay, so as you guys can see from the title above, we are going to be doing a reading on what are we going to be doing a reading on? We are going to be doing a reading on what are people currently finding attractive about you, like what's really doing it for people. I kind of wanted to add the currently, because if we just do like what makes you attractive, I feel like it's gonna, I don't know, it just leaves room for it to get real repetitive. But if I do currently, you know what I mean? It could be a little bit of spice, a little bit of sass, a little razzle dazzle, okay? You know, it might switch it up. It might give some room for some switcheroos, okay? So anyway, we're gonna do 4 piles. These are gonna be the lead cards that I'll be using. So down below in the timestamps, or down below in the description, I'll have the timestamps for those of you who want to skip ahead. However, if you do want to stay for the live shuffle to see what the piles are going to look like or get the energy feel, you know, just kind of sit tight. All right. So let's just get started. So show me pile 1. What is the lead card for pile 1? Oh. All right, I'll flip them over at the end. What is the lead card for pile 2? Show me pile 2. What is the lead card for pile 2? Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay, lead card for pile 2. I knew it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Lead card for pile 3. Okay, I felt pile 2. Lead card for pile 3. All right, pile 3. Whoever's choosing pile 3, somebody's a Gemini. Okay, but anyway, pile 3. Pile 3. Top card for pile 3. Okay, I'll put it that way too. Because I need to get a thumbnail. And then what is the top card, the lead card for pile 4? Okay, what is the top card for pile 4? I love it when they come out one by one. All right. So these are the piles. Some of you guys might already be getting a vibe off of these images. However, I feel like this happens to me sometimes when the images are too similar, depending on the mindset I'm in, or like the mindset I'm in, it's like I just can't do it. I can't do it. So I'm like, honey, flip them over. Show me them images. Okay, so we're just going to go down the line. Let's start off with number 1. So those that are going to be drawn to pile 1, your card is 555. I am optimistic. I'll save reading them for when we actually get into the reading. But yes, you have 555. I am optimistic. 333 on the clock. All right. Oh, all right. Oh, I'm getting some vibes. Pile 2. Number 1. I'm not gonna lie, it was giving saucy. It was giving sexy. A lot of sex appeal. I'm just gonna say that off rip. But let me not read it. I forgot, let me not read it. I am innovative. Pile 2, number 1, I am innovative. My bad, y'all, I'm excited. I'm getting a little ahead of myself, okay? Those that are gonna be drawn to pile 3, we have the number 21. I am inspiring. Okay. You have I am inspiring. And then last but not least, we have pile 4. Boom. Number 30. I am imaginative. Okay. So yes. All right. Let me back up. I don't know what the thumbnail is going to be yet. I don't know if it's going to be this or then flipped over. I don't really know. Okay. But yes, you guys, tap the frick in, friend? Get clear, okay? 0505, let's get into it, okay? What has people so attracted to you right now? Or like, what about you right now is just currently really pulling people in? Like, what are people like, oh my gosh, like I'm noticing this about pile so-and-so, like they are blank blank blank, and that is just so attractive. Like, what is it, friend? What is it? We need to know, okay? So yes, you guys, go ahead and pick intuitively, and I will see you guys at your pile. Okay, so pile 1, I just wanted to jump right into it because really it's not much to it. I mean, this is big, but it's like, it's very straight to the point, okay? But I'm also going to pull some additional cards from the tarot, but I wanted to start with these oracles. So let me just flip them over. So again, you have the number 555. A major shift is about to come into your life experience and change your path's direction. Be open and stay positive. I am optimistic. Let me just start with this because off rip, and the other cards just like, they clarified exactly what I was already feeling. Okay. First of all, my headphones, they literally were just like battery low. So this group could have recently, like, I don't know if this is a part of the message or if it's just like a channeled message to help, you know, you as the viewer know if it's for you. But some of you guys, you're very sensitive to energy, right? You know, duh, right? Very sensitive to energy. You could have recently been in a situation with a friend or someone close to you, or you could have been in close proximity with someone who really drained your energy, because I literally heard my headphones go battery low. So you guys might often find yourselves in situations where you just kind of feel depleted, but you love to give to people. That is what is hella attractive about you guys right now. On top of other things, your hearts, okay? How you give love, how you minister to people, how you're able, like I'm literally getting this from someone specifically. This person could be older in age or older than you, maybe in their 40s, doesn't have to be. But there's this energy where people are like, wow, pile 1 has been through so much shit, but they don't change. Like the type of person they are, how can I say this? Like your character doesn't change. Like you might have went through the most brutal of things, but you still are a very genuine person. You still have a very genuine heart. Because although the number 555, as many know, it talks about big changes, okay? It can sometimes be a scary number for some people. It's funny because the song that came to mind was, is that from Shrek? Don't go changing. Is that from Shrek? I don't know. So it's something about you don't change. Let me see, I wrote it down because I wrote 5, don't go changing, loyal. Yeah, we got to talk about this. Okay, let me just say this. This ain't going to be for everybody, but when I saw that 555, and if you guys were in the intro, another number that popped up while I was doing, you know, the pulling was number 333. And instantly, my mind went to third party. I don't know why, okay, but it did. And then there was this energy of like loyalty. So someone in this group, there could be people who are already in connections or people that are already in relationships, maybe even in dynamic friend groups or like friend groups where they're like a super codependent. I don't know. You make people want to wander off. Okay. Ooh, we're kind of taking a turn here. I keep getting this energy from someone specifically where they're, is that my baby? Hold up. I feel like Bliss can't hear me when I'm in here because I swear I think she's asleep. But anyway, and I just seen 333 again. It's almost like, okay, there is this. Okay, you guys, I'm back. So let me just tell y'all what just happened. Okay. Like while I'm over here bouncing around, my camera just died, but it was because my storage was full. I'm telling you, either you guys have really strong boundaries because you're very aware of like your energy and how you can really give yourself, and maybe you had to learn a couple lessons or 5 when it comes to energy vampires or just people really clinging on to your energy, or that is a message that this group especially at this time, even though, you know, this is very attractive to people, there is still this vibe of make sure you protect your energy, make sure you're filling your cup, friend, while in the midst of doing all that it is that you do. But anyway, there was like this third party energy of like someone wanting you. Now, it could be a third party to your connection. Maybe you're already in a relationship, or this person's in a relationship, or both, okay? But there's this vibe of like, they tried you, but you're very loyal. You're very, very loyal. There's something about your loyalty here, because I keep getting that song, Don't Go Changing, or like, they don't change. So some other things that I got here, I got Leo, because when I think of the 5th house, because I'm looking at the 5s, I think of Leo energy. Leo, big heart. You didn't let it change you. There's this vibe of you didn't let that change you. Good karma. People are watching you. You're a major influence to people. Like, I just want to tell you, like, there is this strong, strong energy of like, wow, look at how Power One does things. Like, they make me want to be better. I'm not trying to be corny, but like, you make people want to do things differently. Like, you make people want to take a better route, be healthier, be more mindful, be more giving. You make people want to open up their heart because they see where it's gotten you. There's this vibe of like, I don't know how Pile One has been through everything that they've been through and they still have such a genuine heart. I'm not gonna lie, you've made quite a few people cry, whether it's to their face or like after you minister to them or after you talk to them, after you have a conversation. You don't know, like, you really affect people in a major way that really opens up their heart. It like is very inspiring, okay? A major shift is about to come into your life experience and change your path's direction. That's another thing, like, you flow, bro. I don't know what the hell y'all be going through. Y'all might have had a lot of fucking shit, okay? You know, us as humans, we go through a lot of fucking shit, okay? But it's like the way you guys ebb and flow, even though you might feel like you're not really handling things well, there are a lot of people around you like, wow, like, I just can't believe that Pile One has been through all of that. I keep saying it, y'all. I gotta repeat it. I can't believe Pile One has been through all of that, and look at them. They were still able to get that and do this, and how are they still able to talk to Joey over there and give him advice and be there for him in the midst of, they just lost their grandmother. Like, it's something here. I don't know if y'all recently had a conversation, whether it be with a coworker or in a group, but either this person was already privy to some of the events that have took place in your life that were maybe a little bit more traumatic, or I'm almost seeing like, have y'all ever had a situation, whether it was you or the other person that was involved, it's almost like you're there and you bring this good energy. You know, you're there, you're a shoulder to cry on. You're also very, very genuine in your remarks, and you're there listening intently, ready to give this person advice. And I mean, you're giving it your all. And then maybe at the end of that conversation, they're like, oh my God, thank you so much, Pile One. Thank you so much. You know, whatever, right? And you're like, oh, you're welcome. So like, as they're saying, thank you so much, you're welcome, as you're about to walk away, maybe there's someone else that was not in the conversation that randomly comes up and they're like, oh my gosh, Pile One, I forgot to ask you, how is your grandmother doing? I heard the news, you know, and you're like, oh yeah, you know, blah, 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 you know, blah, blah, you know, because you're sad about it, right? I can see this person on the other end, the person that you were just like talking to. I keep wanting to say the word minister, but you were just talking to that person. They're like, oh my God, Pile One, I had no idea. Like it's almost like people are shocked. They're like, I can't believe that Pile One just gave me that type of energy in the midst of what they got going on. Now, granted, that is just an example, but kind of like merge it with certain situations. I'm telling you, like, it's very flabbergasting. To you, you're just like, oh, this is me. Like, I'm just being me, you know, this is just how I am. Or some of you guys just know that is a part of your life's purpose. The things that you've went through, you're meant to talk about it, you know, share your testimony, all right? Well, it feel like we going to church here, but like, you don't understand how flabbergasting it is. It might seem very small to you, but it's very major to other people, okay? Your positivity and also your optimism in the midst of what you've been through is very attractive at this time. Look at this. When this card came out, after I had already like channeled just based off of this card, I already knew. Because you got to think, we have Fifth house energy amplified. So somebody here, you could have 3 kids. Regardless though, somebody here is a mother and you got 3 kids, or a father, you got 3 kids. Some of y'all could have 3 baby moms, 3 baby dads. I don't know. But the way you holding it down right now, very attractive. This group, naturally artistic, naturally creative, ×3. Naturally, okay? We also have the Phoenix rises into joyful abundance. Somebody here, you showed somebody some type of artwork, whether it would have been spoken word, a song, an actual painting, something, okay? Something very creative. You shared that with them, and in that, it might have been expressing like some troubles that you went through. And it was just so beautiful. They were like, oh my gosh, like I felt the emotion. Like your art, people feel it. Like your art is felt. Whatever it is that your art is, your creations are felt on a deeper level. You are the Phoenix, okay? So we got that Scorpio energy coming through. You can really control a room when it comes to your presence naturally. You don't have to do the most. That is very attractive to people. We also have the 12th house, naturally intuitive. And if I was to put the 12th house, like Neptune, up in that 5th house, hella creative. You're just hella creative. Like you have such an artistic vibe. You come off very balanced. We almost got all the chakras here. That introspection. Somebody here, you could have been a psychologist. I don't know. You could be into like studying the mind or studying human behavior. You're very like introspective. Like, I don't know, you're very in tune with people, their emotions, very intuitive. I'm telling you, I would not be surprised if somebody here is like a psychologist major or something of that nature, or a therapist. Like your therapist skills, even though I know it can be draining, very attractive to people right now. You're so balanced. That's how you come off to people. They're like, how the frick does pile 1 maintain this balance when they got all these people coming to them every 5 seconds? I'm almost getting this energy of people know that you naturally become a therapist to a lot of people. And sometimes people feel guilty because they know that you carry a lot, but you're just like the best outlet. I hate to say that. They're like, she's the best outlet, or he's the best outlet. Somebody's name is Amber here. We also have the 2nd house, okay? Resources. Some of you have really very, I don't know why I'm talking like that. You have very intense stories from your childhood, okay? From early adult life. What was I going to say? Early adult life. Maybe early adult life for some of you, but I'm getting a lot of like your earlier years, childhood, maybe even teenage years. A lot happened. There could even be some traumatic incidences that happen around sex. But you guys do something now that kind of helps people that may be in similar situations. You help people to find their, I don't want to say it like that. I don't know why it's coming through like that. You help people to find their innocence again, or like you're almost like that blank canvas. You allow people in these moments of being distraught. This is very artistic. Like if the world was to paint a canvas black, the way you make people feel is like you come in, whether it be with your art or just like what you say to them, and you make them feel blank. But in a good way. Like you create a blank canvas for people. You help people to know, like, just because that happened to you, that doesn't have to be the end. Okay. So I feel like this group, you are going to be very blessed in this lifetime, because I do feel like it's almost like God trusts you with these blessings, because God knows that you're going to pay it forward. You're going to share it with other people. You're going to share your stories. You're going to share. Why am I getting that little yachty? Well, in the song that I'm thinking, he was like, gotta hide the wealth. But you're not hiding it. You're like, I'm gonna give it, okay? So it's almost like you guys are trusted with that. So like, I would not be surprised. I feel like this pile is very blessed. To others, you might be looked at as very lucky. But I feel like you are meant to be blessed in this lifetime, to have certain things to kind of pull people in, you know? It's almost like you got these blessings, you got these like great things coming in, but you also have a lot of like traumatic things that have happened. And you might, I don't know, you might resonate with the, you know, when I fall down, like I get up like ×10, bitch. Okay, like that Phoenix energy. I'm telling you, you guys are meant to be an example. Like, I'm trying to say it in the best way without getting lost. Like, there is this very artsy, Neptune energy here. Very intuitive pile. But, like, those are the main things that I'm seeing that is very attractive about you guys. Like, your resources. People are like, damn, like, pile 1 has a lot of resources. Like, they know a lot. They're very giving, very generous, you know. Not only are they a pretty or handsome face, but they also got money. And they're not, really, it's not even just about your money. It's something about how you share this information. It's almost like you share the money. There's like this very, I keep wanting to say the word flabbergastation. There's this flabbergastation around how you're able to give to people in the midst of your situation, or like your humbleness. Like, you're very humble. Yeah, 11:11 on the clock. What else is coming off as very attractive currently when it comes to my pile 1? What else is very attractive? So this is something about your physical, okay? So physically, oh, the 5 of Cups. That number 5 is following y'all. What's going on? So some of you guys could actually switch up your style. Like, then the song Mixed Personalities then came through. It's almost like you guys can switch it up. Some of you guys have a very innocent type of vibe, but it's like very sexy. Like, I don't know. There's something about y'all where it's like you don't have to do much, but you naturally draw people in. Like the 5 of Cups, honey, just that cup energy, that water energy. I'm seeing you guys like a black hole in the water. But it's like the water's not black. It's like glittery, glistening. I could see through it. You know what I mean? It's not dirty. It's not murky. It's giving. Okay? That's you guys. People just fall into that shit. Even if they see the whirlpool, they still drive the boat over there. They see it. They're like, I need that. I want to come closer. Very magnetic group, okay? Sorry, I had to pause that really quick. You know what's crazy? Okay, there's something here about how you control. Like, there's a sense of control here because this Scorpio energy keeps coming up. So I don't know if you guys are very, like I said, poised, kind of. You're very tempting with that apple. Forbidden fruit. Very respected, but also very attractive. Some of you guys could already be married, but there's a lot of people that, like, seek your energy, okay? There's something about you that's very controlled, very poised, very loyal to your specific commitments, whether that's platonic, romantic, whatever. And that just, it's very attractive to people. They love that about you because there's a sense of genuineness in that they don't see often, but it also makes them, they're like, oh, I just want to test those boundaries. I want to test those boundaries. I want to crack the code, okay? So, do I want to do more or do I want to leave it at that? Anything else? The Ace of Wands. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this group, you're physically attractive as well. Your drive, your energy to keep going, a lot of Mars energy, so that might be why that Scorpio energy is coming through. I'm telling you, like, this natural, just, I'm gonna keep going. I'm a warrior, I'm a fighter, but I don't have to be, is the word boastful? Like, I don't have to be super aggressive. This is like someone that has literally conquered the energy between the lion and the lamb. Like, there's like a good mix. There's a good blend. There's a good swapperoo that happens, okay? And it's flabbergasting to people. You could have really nice legs. Your hair could also be very thick. People love your hair. And I ain't gonna lie, in this photo right here, them cheeks is definitely poking, friend. So you could wear a lot of clothes, but it's something here. And these could be the work clothes. You see that little, it's poking. You know, that thing is thing a little bit. That thing is thing a little bit, okay? So that is what I'm finding. Yo, you got people at work definitely attracted to you because the 3 of Pentacles came out. But anyway, that is what I'm seeing for you guys, Pile 1. So yes, you guys, let me know how it resonates down below. And I will see you guys. Wait. Let me say it again. Let me know how it resonates down below in the comments, and I will see you guys in the next video. OMG. So pile 2, this is another pile that is very straight to the point. I knew it though. When I did the shuffling in the beginning, I had already felt the sex appeal dripping off you naturally. Like, this is a naturally sexy ass pile. some of you guys are Mars dominant. Okay, it's giving that Scorpio Aries. Okay, like somebody here, and I know it might not be for everybody, but the body is T, friend. The body is T. Is cut the fuck up. I'm seeing abs for someone here, a masculine. Okay, this group. So I'm gonna be naming different things. Off rip, you guys, not to make it boring, but like what's attractive about you is like your sex appeal. Like you really have sex appeal right now. And honey, not everybody has sex appeal. I don't care. Don't let these people lie to you. Not everybody has it, friend. And I'm not gonna lie, pile 2. You ain't gotta lie to me. You ain't got to lie to me. But honey, your mean girl attitude, I don't want to say mean boy. I don't know if that's super masculine, but there's something about this mean streak that you got going on that's really sexy. It's working for you. And I know, like, you know, I'm not telling you to be nasty to people, but no, like, I'm picking up on somebody who, like, you just don't have time. That's how it's coming up. Like, I'm hearing somebody say, dang, she don't got time for me no more. But it's not like they're saying it from a, like a Eeyore, like, oh, she don't got time for me. No, it's like, she don't got time for me no more. Oh, your busyness, your go, go, go attitude. Some of you guys could play sports. The body is T. I don't know why I keep having to come back to that. Like the body is T. You might have been in the gym. So even if you don't play sports or you're not known for your athletics, right now, currently, you could be getting into the gym. That is very fucking attractive. So we do have, you are a self-starter, an initiator. You make shit happen. That's what people are currently noticing about you. You made something happen. You could even have a little bit of some impulsive go, go, go energy. Like I'm seeing someone like with a to-do list, like they have stuff they gotta do, so they just don't have time to play. Somebody here, you could be a single mother. You could even just be single. Regardless, there's just this energy of like, I don't have time to bullshit. Some of you guys could really be going through some serious stuff. So you're like really locking in with yourself. But that shit is super attractive, even if you're not trying to be friend. So we have, you are a self-starter with very innovative, interesting. We also got this Aquarius energy here. Very innovative ways of creating opportunity. Your determination and endurance are powerful and will help you get through rough times and reach success. I don't know who I'm talking to, but like in this group, pretty privilege, handsome privilege, I don't know what it's called. It's a thing for you, friend. And you know it too. But this is like, I'm not getting, at least right now, I'm not getting a bunch of jealousy from your pretty privilege, okay, or handsome privilege. It's just attractive. They're like, damn, like, look at how people just do stuff for Power 2. And Power 2 ain't even noticing that all 5 of them guys just gave them free drinks. Or Power 2's not even noticing, like, how attractive they are. You're so focused. That's the thing. You guys can be very competitive in nature, or there's just a focused energy here. Oh, my gosh. I just got a text message. Oh my gosh. Yeah, and it's crazy because the text message I just got, it just annoyed me. So yeah, some of you guys naturally have a mean streak or like a no bullshit type of attitude, or like, I don't sugarcoat shit. I'm not here to coddle. I'm not here to like baby you. Like you hold people accountable. And from what I'm picking up on, friend, right now, it's like they're fucking with it, friend. They like it, friend, okay? We also have this 5th house energy. And it's crazy because up here we have the number 25, Uranus, change. And then we have the number 43, 5th house, passion. Both of these, if I'm not mistaken, 5 plus 2 is 7. 4 plus 3 is 7. Something about the 7th house. So you guys are, to someone, this is just the predominant energy, okay? There is this ideal energy of like relationship. Like they would be the ideal business partner. And as I looked up, I saw 444. They would be my ideal mate romantically. They would be the ideal friendship. People want to learn from you. Okay. There's something here about, I want to learn from them. I'm not going to lie, you guys, this is giving like it girl, it guy energy. Like it's giving that, like, and I'm also thinking of Mean Girls, like Regina George. Like you got that energy right now. There's just this magnetism. I'm not saying that you're like like Regina George. Even though I do feel a mean streak, I feel like it's with good reason. Like, you guys are really just focused. Like, you're just not letting anybody in the way. Some of you guys, like, you got real shit going on. You have to be focused. You got kids to take care of, or you have bills to pay. You got, you know, rent is due, okay? Also, somebody here with this Uranus change, the main thing that I was thinking about, because I'm using that for your body, so some of you guys could be taller, but mainly because they're taking me, of course, like to the feet, to the ankles. I'm getting more of like a Pisces cusp for some of you guys. So like the feet, the ankles, Achilles heel, all that. Somebody here, although this might sound weird, especially if you live in like warmer climates, 555 on the clock, you might be drawn to pile 1, but also you change something. There's something here, you always keep them done, and then you change them up. So this is almost reminding me of toenails. Either they're always done or you're always changing it up. Or like socks, like you like to wear fun socks, or there's some type of accessory that I feel like is connected to, like, it's like below your knees. Like there's some type of accessory here, maybe like foot jewelry, tennis shoes, okay? It could be like your shoe game is crazy, like you switch it up. Whether that be like the actual tennis shoes, or maybe you go from tennis shoes to heels, like it's just very broad, like your style. But I'm also getting like nail polish, like on the toes. Some of you guys wear ankle bracelets. There's something here that you always keep done and you always switch it up. And people are noticing and they're like, oh, that's super attractive. And maybe you don't do this often. That's why I wanted to focus on currently. Like maybe this just happened over the last week. I don't know. You was like, you know, I've been kind of wanting to put a little more effort into my shoes, or like into whatever the fuck. People are noticing and they think it's attractive. With this 5th house, I'm telling you guys, like pile 1, like I'm not even gonna harp too much on it. I do feel like you guys could be drawn to pile 1, but I just feel like you guys are naturally artistic. There could be quite a few people that wouldn't mind putting a baby up in you, or having you put a baby up in them. Just saying, okay? People love to fantasize about having kids with you, or just even just the act of fucking you. They like to think about it, friend. They do. I just had to come out and say it. Somebody here makes erotic art, or you draw people. Like, you ever see those people that draw couples, or they draw nude, like nude artists? There's something here about erotic art in you. Okay, I don't know if you guys do that on the side. I don't know if you post stuff like that online. But it almost feels like whoever I'm picking up on, that's kind of calling out this energy where they're like, oh yeah, that's super attractive about pile 1. They could be a Leo. It almost feels like to them, it was shocking for them to see how extensive your knowledge was in art, or like something about like your page, like the type of art you had. You know how like when you work with somebody and they see you outside of work and they're like, maybe, I don't know, maybe this person kind of, you know, naturally they just kind of had a thought of like what they thought you would be like. And it's like, oh, not that it's like a whole 180 from what they thought, but it's more like there's something very sensual, very sexy, very freak-like, okay? And it might even not be anything that crazy. Like, I don't know, there's something here. Somebody here is pro. I keep seeing like, okay, I keep seeing like some of you guys could do like breast cancer awareness or something like that. Or I don't know if I'm saying it right, but I keep seeing somebody like hold their boobs. But you ever see people that like are like free the boobs or free the tits, and then they'll have like the cups with the boobs on them? Like I'm seeing those cups at Spencer's. But it's not coming through as sexual. It's more so coming through as like I'm making a statement. So some of you guys like to wear statement pieces. You like to kind of get people riled up. Very rebellious. People love that shit. They're like, oh my God, I love it. Like, I love it. We love it. We do. Okay. Now, let's talk about this. I specifically, for your group, I said, who exactly right now is attracted to my pile 2? Okay. We have a Gemini. A Gemini. We got the Lovers. Okay. So this could also be your partner. Someone that you see as a soulmate. Someone that you see like as kindred. Someone that's like the bond is already there. The Ace of Pentacles. That's Capricorn energy. Okay. So this person could be a Capricorn or a Gemini. But I also feel like that Ace of Pentacles is hinting at work. Just saying, friend. And then with this 8 of Wands, I almost said the 9 of Wands, which makes me think that some of you guys aren't really looking for a connection. I mean, you could be, but I am picking up on there's someone here, your boundaries are very strong, or there's this energy and this vibe of like, I'm focused elsewhere. Like, you see how she's looking in a whole nother direction, not even seeing these 8 wands about to come and split her forehead, damn near. Okay, it's like you don't even notice how many people, and I don't even want to say that. Actually, let me go back, because I think y'all know y'all sexy. You know there's people looking at you. I just don't know if y'all care. Like, I just don't know if you guys are invested. That's what it's kind of giving me. It's like I have other things to worry about, P, you know? And then when I asked lastly, I was like, okay, so let's bring it all together. I was like, what exactly is super attractive about Pile 2 at this time? The 3 of Wands. Action, 11:11 on the clock. Action, initiative, determination. You're always looking forward. You're always trying to grow. You're always trying to advance. You're always on to the next opportunity. You don't like to stay stagnant, whether that be physically, but also growth-wise. Like, you're always learning different things. People learn from you. Like, there could also be something about you that's very different as far as like, you switch it up a lot. There's something here, you switch it up a lot. And I keep coming back to that. You switch it up a lot and you move around a lot. Granted, that could just be you're a busy person, or maybe you walk fast. You just always seem like you have other shit to do. Oh my gosh. Okay. What's coming to me is, what did Glorilla say? Someone's going to know, but she was like, switched in sport. Something, little baby, I'm important. Hold up. Little baby, I'm important. That's what it's given. Hold on by, Glorilla. Let me see. Glorilla, switching sport. Switching sport, little baby. I'm important. Hold on. Ho, you must not know what you just started. Little baby, I'm important. Now I gotta know. If I don't look it up and get the exact lyric, my tism is gonna start tisming. Okay? Hold on. And then I'm going to be like, you know when you got it right there and you just can't let it go? Like, I got to look at the actual lyric. I can't just say that and then move on. Like, I can't. Not today. So let me see. Me and my bitches go gnarly. Give a fuck about this party. Yeah, your song is really giving that energy. Hold On by Glorilla. And then, yeah, knock out all your 32. C8 doors open up for me. Hear the engine vroom. Switch to sport. I got somewhere to be, little baby. I'm important. Switch to sport. I got somewhere to be, little baby. I'm important. And then I also just saw somebody. Now, this is only going to be for a couple of y'all, and then we moving on, because I'm not trying to take it there. Some of y'all, somebody saw you in, like, I don't know if you were about to fight somebody, friend, but I'm seeing somebody switch their Crocs into sport because they're about to fight. I don't know why. We're moving on. I don't know. Somebody saw that as very attractive. Like, it's that warrior. Like, I'll go at it with any of y'all if I have to. You don't like to be bothered or disturbed. I don't know if someone bothered you or tapped you at work, but the look you gave them, it put fear in them, but it was also very attractive. I'm telling you, if you guys were to watch my What Are People Realizing About You, the most recent one, some of you guys, I feel like I know what pile you picked. I don't know. I don't want to say it on here because I don't want to ruin it, but I feel like there's a pile that you picked or you will be drawn to that talks about how you don't like your schedule getting fucked up. You're not to be played with in that area, okay? You're very about your business. And that's very attractive, so it works for you. Oh my gosh, now I'm hearing Nicki Minaj. He don't like, what did she say? He don't want no nice girl, a bad moody bitch. He don't want no nice girl, a bad moody bitch. Woo! And it's crazy because we do got the moon here. He don't want no nice girl, a bad moody bitch. Okay? I don't know. It's giving that. So, yes, Pile 2, that was your spread. Please let me know how it resonates, and I will see you guys down below in the comments. Okay. Pile 3. Come on. Get up in here. Okay? Who's a Gemini? Who is a Gemini? Taurus, Aries, okay? So off rip, there's a lot of Gemini energy coming through. You might not be a Gemini, but some of the qualities about you that I feel like at this time are very attractive is your mind. You're quick-witted. You're funny as fuck. there's like this real big energy around, damn, pile 3 is quick on their toes. Like, somebody here could also play basketball, or you could play some type of sport, because I just was like seeing a vision of somebody on their tippy toes. For example, back in the day when we played basketball, you know, now that I'm older with experience, I just know that you can never judge a book by its cover. I don't care how big they are, how tall they are, how short they are. You can never assume just because that person is short. You can't assume that they won't drive it in the paint and make that layup, okay? Just because that person is hefty, you cannot assume that they not quick on their feet. There was this girl, I'm going to 2 different girls. There was this girl from this different school, and I'm not gonna lie, she was very large. She was large, okay? But honey, she was fast as fuck. Fast as fuck. Fast as fuck. To the point where it caught our coach off guard. There was this assumption that, okay, well, since she's larger, heavier in weight, she's probably slow, and she's tall. Nah, man. That motherfucker was fast as fuck, okay? Also, there's something very loose about this spread where, not the spread, but like the energy where I just feel like I could cuss. I feel like I could say whatever. You just say whatever. Or there was a scenario in which you were around people and you just said whatever. I don't know. You could have just been in that energy. Sometimes I get in that energy if I'm drinking. So maybe some of you guys, yeah, I was getting that vibe, like a party or a place where the drinks were flowing. You just said whatever. Or maybe like, I don't know, do you get like that after coffee? 222 on the clock? There's something, and it's not even getting like a friendly vibe. It's more like you just said whatever, and it's funny as fuck. Like I just heard like pile 3 is brilliant. Like what made them think of that? Very smart, very articulate, very talented, okay? So we have the second house here. We got the first house here. So you guys are naturally attractive. Could be 21. I don't know, okay? Some of you guys did something very prominent on the 21st. You could be born on the 21st. But like okay, I'm not going to spend too much time on this because I don't feel the need to, but you have a great eye. There's something about the conversation that you had with someone or people. It seems to have went deeper. And I feel like this has happened with multiple people where it's like the conversation went deeper and it really showed people, I keep wanting to say shocked, but it showed people like, oh my gosh, like pile 3 is smart. Like how does pile 3 even know that? Like we weren't expecting them. Like you switched it up. Like, okay, for example, I'm just kind of using me as an example, but like I was saying before, because I'm jumping around, I feel like it's the energy. So just stick with me. If you can't keep up, honey, I just don't know what to tell you. This is me. But let me tell you, and that's y'all. You're just you. And people fuck with that. But anyway. Going back to what I was saying earlier, so there was this girl in basketball that was heavier, but she was super fast. And then I'm also thinking about this one girl, I think her name was Alara, but she ran track. She was also a very heavy girl, but she was quick on her feet. 100-meter dash, smoking them. So you guys could be naturally underestimated, and something about how you prove people wrong. And you might not be aware of this because you're just being you, but I'm not going to lie, pile 3, you are naturally and commonly under fucking estimated because of something. It's something about your physical appearance. Some of you guys could be very, very attractive, and some people might see that and it just creates this shadow to where for whatever reason in their mind they don't assume or they don't think that you're going to have this much depth, or they don't think that you're going to know as much as you know about different topics. I'm almost seeing you guys, it's giving real air sign energy. Like I'm seeing you guys like you know a lot of fun facts, or you just know a lot of shit about different stuff. Like there's something here where it's like you just randomly can chime into any conversation and have certain information, even if you don't know it super deep. Like there was a different pile, I don't know if it was pile 1 or pile 2, I can't remember, but I could tell they had like this deep knowledge of like different things. But this is almost like scratching the surface. You just know a lot of stuff, like randomly. Like there's something very random about you, very bouncing around, very fast energy, very Mercury. You could talk fast, but you're naturally attractive. There could even be people that assume because you're short that maybe you're not aggressive, or maybe you're weak. I don't know. And I hate to say it like that because those were pretty strong words, but there's just this energy of underestimating you because of something with your physical attributes, and it falls in line with what society would commonly think someone like you would do or look like or be like or think like. And people really find that attractive. So let me just read this card because I gotta stay on topic. Okay, I already feel like I got off topic. Like there's something that I was about to say and I missed it. But anyway, you are highly creative with a strong will to succeed. That first house right there, that is given that Mars. Your imagination is highly charged. It reveals itself in everything you do, from your sparkling conversation to your most prized projects. Some of you guys are very bubbly. Even if you're introverted, that's what I was going to say. Like, I can't have people in my space too long, honey. Okay? Like, there got to be a break. But I don't know, like, if you were just to meet me in short increments, you probably would assume that I just love being around people and I just love being around them all the time. No. Like, this energy just almost reminds me of how I feel after I drink coffee. Just very like, like, I don't know, chattery. Like, you could talk a lot, but these are things that people are finding attractive. I'm not gonna lie, I keep going back to it. Some of you guys, your personality came out more when you were under the influence. And I feel like you were probably drinking. It doesn't have to be nothing super crazy. It just feels like an innocent situation where you could have been drinking and you let loose a little bit. And it's like, whoa. You could like sparkling water. I don't know why that just came through. But there's something about your eye. That's what I was going to say. That's what I was going to say. That is what I was going to say. If someone was to go through like my videos of like what I watch, especially like podcasts I listen to, like especially if I'm on the road, like certain things that I'll just have playing in the background, it probably wouldn't make sense to people. You might see baddies. Then you're going to see a documentary on how Charles Manson might have been a part of the CIA. Then you're going to see a documentary on Nats. And then you're going to see Tasha K, because I'm getting the tea. Then you're going to see a serial killer documentary. And then you're going to see some, I don't know, Mark DeJesus. I don't know if you guys know him, but he's like, just look him up. You're going to see him at the end. Like, it's so many different things. Like, my mind just has like, there's just this, it's a balance for me, but I feel like it would probably confuse a lot of people. Like, how did she just take in all that information, all these different topics, all these different subjects? Like, I wasn't expecting her to be listening to that. Like, if someone was to grab your headphone and take it from you mid you listening or like doing whatever you're doing, like let's say you were walking around the track, there's something about if they were to grab your headphones and listen to whatever the fuck you're listening to, it would shock them. Like, I'm literally seeing, like, when I used to run around the track in Florida, some people would not know that I was listening, like, okay, real quick, friend. The Prince of Egypt, the soundtrack, there's certain songs on that soundtrack that really get me going, that get me wanting to run the track. Some people they probably wouldn't know that I'm listening to the Prince of Egypt soundtrack. Or what's that one? It'd be like, dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. You know, the Us theme song thing? Dun, 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 dun. There's something about that get my cadence of my stride. I be going. But like, who the fuck is probably expecting me to be listening to that shit? Who's expecting me to listen to that right at that moment? Like, they're probably thinking I'm probably playing some Pooh Shiesty, which on the fourth lap I probably will be. But like, you just never know what I'm going to be listening to. There's something about you in that regard where it's like, we just never know with Pile 3, and we love that, okay? But back to that second house, there's something about the main thing that I'm picking up on with the second house in regards to your spread, right? Something about luxury. There's something about luxury, like you're very knowledgeable about luxury items or something. It's something to do with luxury, like, or you have just a good eye, or like your taste is very luxe. It's very, like, even if you don't dress a certain way, let's say you just wear jogging pants and, I don't know, sweatsuits. people that I feel like are narrow-minded, the first thing that they would probably assume, maybe not even if they're narrow-minded, just regularly, like they might assume that your house may look a certain way. But then if you were to invite them over, it's like you have these sculptures, like you have this, you have that, and it like throws people off. Like this is another pile where I feel like you could have hella money in the bank, show you what you think. Boom, you could have money in the bank and you don't feel the need to like boast about it. Like you just don't care. You don't really care what people think, or that's what people feel. Like you don't care about having the latest trendy shoes for some of you. As long as them pockets fat behind closed doors, you don't really give a fuck. Like, so there is a little bit of a humble energy here. But you know how there's those memes where it's like, when I hit the lottery, what is it? How does it go? I may not tell you, but there will be signs. Like there's something about you guys where it's like, you may not say it outwardly, but there's like something on you, or like something with your apparel, or like something that you do that lets people know like, oh yeah, pile 3 probably got money, or they're probably good with money, or it just gives off that once they get past that first wall of whatever the wall is. I don't know. That's the best way I could describe it without getting too crazy with this. So let's see. We also have I am inspiring. I feel like you guys inspire people to not give a fuck. Okay. What are people finding attractive about pile 3 right now at this time? Someone's name is Amy. I just keep hearing like they just don't give a fuck. Like they just don't give a fuck. Okay, look at this. So we have tension, square, semi-square, quincux. So the way I'm looking at this, because I don't feel like reading the book, you know, if you're very knowledgeable in astrology and the terminology, you know, half-fatted friend. But for me with this, I just feel like you guys are not scared to go against the grain. Like, if you want to debate, like that's the thing. I'm not gonna lie. Some people might see y'all as an asshole, but I could see y'all in a debate with somebody and them getting mad as fuck, and you're just debating and you're thinking it's fun because you're like, oh, I love the conversation, I love the back and forth, the tit for tat, but like you're really pissing this person off, and it almost pisses them off so much because you're also not like, it's fun for you, but for them it's like, oh my gosh, like I don't know, there's something about you that's very like, you know how to roll with the punches. If there was a debate, like it doesn't feel like you get your feelings hurt that easily, or that's how it's coming off. Like, you know how to joke back, but it might be, I ain't gonna lie, when you joke back, that's that Gemini shit. Like someone might make a joke, but when you joke back, I ain't gonna lie, it sting a little bit. But for you, you're like, ha ha ha, hee hee hee. But like there's something about it where it's like, damn, pile 3 can really take it to hell, can't they? Something about that. But I'm seeing you do that while laughing. Like there's something here that's very jokester. Some people might say immature. Okay, sorry you guys, I ran out of storage, but there's something about you guys, like I said, in another reading I would talk about like how people might think it's immature, but the way it's coming through now, like there's someone, like let's say if you got into a tit for tat with somebody, like let's say there's someone at work that most people don't really like, or there's that one know-it-all at work, and many people can't go toe-to-toe with that person because a lot of people aren't as knowledgeable as this person that be getting on people's nerves at work. You know, that know-it-all that, you know, want to, you know, spread their I don't want to say masculinity, let me not say that. But they're just trying to, I don't know, there's something very overpowering about their energy, but not in like a good way or like a subtle way. It's like, it's very like, ugh, like we just don't like Randall. Like if that was their name, it's like, we do not like Randall. It's like you would be the one coworker that could go toe to toe with Randall, like, and really go toe to toe with Randall. Like you're that one coworker that can keep up. You're that one coworker that can make that toxic masculine at work really come down a peg. Or maybe even that toxic feminine at work come down a peg. Like people that have power trips, like I feel bad if they ever come across you because you're not the one. And it's crazy because you're not even coming in with this Mars ass energy. It's not even like that. It's more so it's almost like some of you guys have Gemini in the 9th house, like naturally inquisitive, naturally trying to research, naturally knows a lot, real quick-witted, can be sharp with words. Like there's just something about you that's almost like, I want to say genius, but it's like your comebacks. I'm hearing their comebacks are genius. But like people that, like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm trying to say it in the best way possible, or like the easiest way possible without getting confused. I probably already said it already, kind of. But like if you're in the military, you know those people that be having those power trips? Like you would be low-key their ego's worst nightmare. Because you're going to challenge them. You challenge people. And not only do you challenge them, you know how some people would challenge other people's opinions and not have the research or the knowledge to back it up? Oh no, friend, you got it. You got the knowledge to back it up. So I don't know if you guys are on the debate team, or if there was just an incident that happened where someone saw you debating or saw you standing up for a certain cause in a certain way, and it was just like how you presented yourself. It was so attractive. It was like, whoa. I'm not gonna lie, I feel like I could feel that way about Candace Owens. I know a lot of people don't like her, but like when she be talking about certain stuff, I'm like, damn, that bitch is quick as fuck. Or just the boldness, like, oh, you just gonna put the CIA out like that? Oh, like, so I don't know. There's something like that here. Like you're not scared of a challenge. You're not scared of conflict. Or that's kind of how people are seeing you. Like you're not scared of a little tongue wrestling. You're not scared. That's how it's coming through. Okay, what are people currently finding attractive about my pile 3? Yeah, I just heard pile 3 got the credentials. Look at that, 6th house. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, pile 3, if you are a female, I do feel like you commonly can trigger males in your work environment. And I'm not trying to leave out any of the other sexes or just, you know, any other situations, but I'm really seeing like a woman against men who have really big egos, who might even look at women a certain way and kind of put them at the lower level. Like you, I'm telling you, their worst nightmare. Okay, you're not to be played with. They don't want to go there with you. And I don't think you be looking for a fight. It's just there's something about your energy and how you come off that's almost unarming. It's not expected. Like I said, you could be, like, for example, some of you guys physically could be very little or like petite but have a deeper voice. And it's like shocking to people. You could be super tall or maybe even bigger in stature and have a lighter voice, okay? You could be maybe a little grungier, like not really, and you'll know, like how you dress, you don't really care about keeping up with the styles, but I don't know, you could have an amazing voice. Like I'm almost seeing, when I was watching, was it Britain's Got Talent? I don't know, there was this guy that came up on stage and he was a heavier set guy. I don't know why I keep focusing on like certain body types, but he was a heavier set guy, and like how he looked, I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't even expecting his voice to sound like how it was, which is so stupid because it's like, how do looks equate to a voice? But I just was not expecting him to sound like that. Like out of nowhere, he just starts singing and it was opera. Like that's another thing. Like you could be someone, like you could be a football player and people just assume that, you know, if you got on stage, like you'd be doing something else, but then you break out in opera and it brings people to tears. It's like, whoa. What the fuck? And then like you're very well versed in like the history of opera. It's like, whoa. And like, you know, the classics, like, yeah, because I also think of that when I think of the 2nd house, like classical art. Like you guys have a very good ear for that. You could keep, are they called vinyls? Like there's something in your house that I feel like is, I don't want to say retro. I don't know why the word retro came through, but old school in a way, or like it's a old art. Like it's something you collect. Like some of you guys do collect vinyls, because that's kind of what that makes me think of. But look at that, the 6th house, sustainability. I'm not gonna lie, friend. This group, I have to call it out. 6th house, yeah, you be having enemies in the workplace. Your routine, your stamina, it's really hard to get you off your square. It's really hard. That's what people are noticing about you at this time. Very hard to get you off your square. Boundaries are very intact. Your routine matters. Like you know how to joke around but also get your work done. Very talented, very disciplined. Sustainability. Like some of you guys give me like athlete vibes, but like the type of athlete that you give me is like a runner, like a long distance runner. Like you know how to really like go the distance. And that could be in anything, in an argument, in a debate, during your job. Like if you guys had a stare off with someone, like I could just see you guys for the heck of it. Like I'm almost seeing, okay, have you ever seen, I'm seeing Fear Factor, and I'm seeing you guys on monkey bars, right? Like let's say there's a obstacle where you guys have to hang on like the bars, but it's above water, hella feet above water. And I could see you guys looking at your opponent, like you're holding on one side, they're holding on the other side. But it's almost like the way they're holding on, like they're holding on for dear life. Okay, you though, you're over there having fun, shooting the shit, bouncing around, swinging like a damn monkey. And then it's like it's not taking any energy from you. And people are like, what the fuck? So I don't know, there's something about your vibe, or just like there's something about you that's giving that at this time, and it's very attractive. I also feel like recently you walked away from something that was super attractive. Like you gave the vibe of, oh, I don't gotta do this shit. Okay, I ain't gotta do this. What are people currently finding attractive about my pile 3? Knight of Wands. Yeah. Queen of Pentacles. I told you, when I look at the Knight of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles, I'm telling you, this is giving me like real fast moving energy. I could also get that fun energy, the quick energy, maybe even impulsive, but also very business oriented. Don't get confused. Don't let this Knight of Wands energy make you think that I don't got my shit together. Don't let it make you think that I'm not competition in the workplace. Don't let it make you think that, like I'm telling you, it gives me that scenario that I gave earlier of like that person who might look a certain way or present themselves a certain way in public. So most people would probably not expect their home to be as elegant as it is, or as put together as it is. There's something that's very like dual. Yeah, very given duality with this group, and people find that shit attractive. Like it kind of keeps them guessing, but in a different way. Some of you guys could also be drawn to other piles in this reading. So I think I'm going to end it there because I did a lot of channeling with this group. So yes, pile 3, that was your spread. Please let me know how it resonates, and I'll see you guys down below in the comments. Oh my gosh. Pile 3. It's going to be cringy, but I'm going to tell you, I almost came on here and was like, pile the fuck 3. Pile the fuck 3. Like, hear me out. And then I got this energy of like, or not energy, but like I got this visual of, y'all remember that puppet? Those of you that watch Goosebumps, y'all know who I'm talking about, that puppet? Because I'm getting the word, is it ventriloquism? Is it ventriloquism? I don't know why it's slipping my mind right now. Every time I do a reading, I swear it'd be words that just, I know, but they slip my mind. But I'm getting ventriloquism. I'm getting like somebody with the hand in the puppet. I don't know, somebody here could do that, or you could change your voice a lot, or you can do impersonations, or what I was getting before all of that channeling happened, you got a sexy ass voice. Oh, and my phone just lit up. Somebody's name is La or Kamari. Your nickname could be Lala. Your name could start with an L or a K. But what I was initially getting before I got into all of that craziness, right? It almost reminds me, because I'm from Ohio. I'm just using me as an example. I'm from Ohio, so when I hear an accent from down south, it's like, ooh, you know? Like even my boyfriend, like where he's from, I'm like, he's from Kentucky, but like the voice, it just sounded a little country to me. You know, it was different from what I was used to. But then when I go to other places, some people think I sound country. So there's something specifically about how you sound. You guys could be a foreigner. Like I was getting like a British accent. I was getting like a Jamaican accent. Somebody here is from Europe. Like I don't know if you're the new kid on the block, or you could be Russian. I don't know. But your voice or your accent is very attractive. I'm really getting this energy or this vibe that somebody here, you could have recently, and it could have been like in the slightest way, you could have done, why is that coming to me? Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay, this is another goofy pile, okay? Okay, because we do have number 30, third house, okay? So we'll get into that. But why did I just get SpongeBob? What was that little character called? Was he Doodle Bob? Y'all know I'm talking about, Doodle Bob. Like, I don't know why all these little silly things are coming to my mind. So someone here could be an artist, because I could see that with the third house. Very imaginative. I am imaginative, you know, an artist. I was getting that with all the piles. Like, all of you motherfuckers is creative. Like, my people's is creative. Okay, period. But you could draw, you could like to doodle. Some of you guys doodle in your spare time, and somebody like picked up your notebook randomly and they were like, damn, like pile 4 can actually really draw. So if you had a conversation with someone recently where they were like, yo, like, I know you're just playing around, but like you should really maybe take that serious. Or okay, now they're okay, I keep going back to me, I'm sorry. But Bliskins, my baby, she had a birthday on the 3rd. So I did this whole setup for her with balloons and everything. And after I did it, my mom was like, oh, girl, you might have missed your calling. Like, you should do like party planning, like, you know, the setups and stuff like that. So it's almost like that type of conversation where you do something 333 on the clock. You do something, it's just a natural instinct. You're not looking for praise. You're not looking to be compensated. You just did it because you naturally do shit like that in your spare time. But people are like, whoa, like, yo, no, Pile 4, you need to go somewhere with that. So yeah, like if you do impersonations, like I don't know if you tried to do somebody's voice or like if you were just playing around and you always do like an actor's voice or a certain star's voice. Like, I don't know, people are talking about that. They're like, wow, like they're really good. This group, you would be great podcasters or doing something on social media. This group, you could do something on social media. Someone could have found your social media platform. They think that's very attractive. So before I get off topic, girl, let's go to the cord. So we have the number 30. You guys are infinite. Like, you guys don't have any bounds or like boundaries. Okay, let me not say it like that. You're limitless. Okay, like whoever's energy I'm picking up on that's really like attracted to you at this time, predominantly, there's this energy of like, wow, Pile 4 is like limitless. Like they have many different attributes. Like they're kind of like, I don't want to say a jack of all trades, but like there's something about you that's very, okay, I don't want to say the word weird, but the way it's coming through, it's not weird in a bad way. It's like really good. It's like you're like an alien, Pile 4. Okay, so you guys might have also been drawn to another pile. I would not be surprised if anybody that watches this reading is drawn to multiple piles. Okay, but there's this energy of like out of this worldness. I get that with that 0 card. I also get full energy, you know. With the number 3, I get that third house energy, that Gemini energy. Okay, you guys have natural gifts and talents. You also could have brothers and sisters, siblings that are attractive. You could come from an attractive family. I don't know why that's coming through, but you are very talented, a great writer. Okay. Some of you guys like myself, you could do a job where you have to drive around a lot or you take short trips. Some of you guys could have recently took a short trip. And I'm telling you, if you took a short trip, let me pull some cards because I'm picking up on a very specific, very specific, like, okay, let me grab this deck. The Cocaine Tarot. We're getting spicy. I'm getting a real specific situation. Let me see. Where were they just at where someone was just like, whoa, like Pile 4. Like, who is that? This is giving stranger energy. It was like a quick conversation with that Knight of Swords. Okay. And then we have the Justice card. I'm not going to lie. Okay. I know I'm bouncing around. This is very specific, and then we're going to move on. I feel like this has happened to me before, but have you ever, let's say, I don't know, you had to go to the DMV. You know, you got to get your tags or whatever the frick they do there. You got to get something straightened out. Something has expired, so you have to get your documents, whatever. You're already pissy, friend. You know, you're already in a mood because the day has already been chaotic. So you get in there, it's a long ass line, you know, blah, blah, blah. So you're already frustrated. So by the time you get up to the register, here we go. the person that is taking you on, you know, to help you, maybe they have an attitude, or maybe they're just, I don't know, their tone just ain't doing it for you. But, you know, granted, at this point in time, you know, anything could be the straw that breaks the camel's back, right? But it's almost like this, because when I look at the Knight of Swords and the Justice card, I'm almost getting like some tension. I'm getting you be in these situations where you might have already been tense, or there's tension there. Like, and this is going to sound so weird, like even arguing, like have you ever argued with an associate? Or maybe you came into, like I said, the DMV, you come into the facility, you're already kind of feeling a little bit frustrated. Maybe you had a bad experience the last time you came in, and I don't know, you're about to take it out on this worker at the front desk, even though they might not have been that same person. It's just the fact that every time I come up in this bitch, okay, it's a problem, okay? So now they're kind of getting the backlash of it. There's almost like this energy, and just vibe with me, like you'll kind of have to like merge it with certain situations or different situations, like just be flexible, okay? There's this vibe of like talking to the person, you know, you guys aren't really getting off to the, you know, greatest start. There's some tension, but after a while, for whatever reason, the tension kind of subsides. Maybe this person says something to you, or maybe you end up opening up. It's almost like you crack open. I feel like I've been in situations like this where it's like I'm frustrated and they're talking to me and I'm like, I just don't understand like why this is going on. Like I've been up here 50 million times. Like I don't understand what the issue is. And then maybe the person on the other end is like, oh my gosh, I am so sorry that this is happening to you. Let me see what I can do. So it's almost like they take that extra step that the motherfuckers that I was arguing with before on whatever previous day, they take those extra steps that are necessary for me to get what it is that I need done. So what that ends up doing for me is, stay with me, friend, is it almost like it softens me. It softens me. It might even make me think twice about like my actions that I might have just, or like if I snapped on them, or if I was a little like, you know, edgy. It might make me think of that. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. It's just, I'm so frustrated. Like I'm getting a conversation like that where you're like, oh, I'm so sorry. Like, I'm just so frustrated. Like I've been up here 50 million times. Like I've done this. And I say this to say, because I'm seeing you say something like that where you're like, yeah, I'm sorry. You know, it's just, you know, I have this party planning business, you know, I'm trying to make sure that's okay. You know, I've also been trying to like, you know, plan my YouTube channel, like, or whatever. It's almost like during this conversation, there's extra tidbits that come out just from you venting and kind of like explaining yourself. It's almost like you guys are explaining your frustration. I'm seeing someone feel a little bit guilty about like kind of snapping on the worker or whoever's helping you. And whoever's on the other end, like they're understanding. I'm picking up on a very, very specific situation. We're about to tap out in a second, okay? We're about to tap out. But basically, I don't know how it comes up in conversation, but your talents, what you do on the side, what you have going on, it ends up coming up. And then they're like very freaking intrigued, okay? Now, if that was confusing and you're just like, what? I'm going to say one more thing and then we're going to move, okay? Because I hate getting lost in the sauce. For example, sometimes I have to use myself as an example because it helps me to stay on track. Let's say if I went to the DMV, I keep going to the DMV, right? And I sent them an email and I'm like, well, I sent you guys an email. And they're like, oh, you know, because sometimes when I send an email, it doesn't say my name, PaigeMcClendon. I always forget that my Gmail says popular loner. So they're like, oh yeah, are you popular loner? I'm like, oh my God. Because, you know, it's kind of embarrassing. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I forgot that my email is, you know, connected to my YouTube, you know, so that's my YouTube name, but it shows up like that. I totally forgot. I need to change that. So I'm not thinking anything of the conversation, you know, I'm just brushing past that. But the person on the other end is like, wait a minute, YouTube channel? What do you do on YouTube? And then boom, it's like, I do XYZ. Then maybe we might get into astrology, and then they might give me some knowledge and I give them some knowledge. And then whatever that tension was that we just had prior to is now balanced out with this justice card. It's like we meet some type of common ground. We come to some type of understanding. Although it's kind of a weird scenario on how that understanding is, you know, met or like how we lead up to that point. But that's what I'm getting. So people, it almost seems like there's a stranger here that found out about something that you do on the side randomly. Like it wasn't the main thing you were coming in for, or it wasn't the main topic of the discussion, but it ended up leading here. And once they found this out about you, it calmed the tension. I'm getting that. When people find out about your natural talents, like if you guys are beefing or something, I don't know, there's something here about it calms the tension. Like, or if people think that you're intimidating, once they find out what you do, it like softens them. I don't know why, but it's like it softens them in a place or in a way where it like intrigues them. Okay, let me tap out because that was just crazy. Ooh, girl. Whew. Okay, I'm sorry. Let me read this card. So we have the number 30. You are an original, innovative thinker and an excellent communicator. Yeah, that's giving me that third house energy. You have a great talent for using creativity to convey your ideas, and your optimistic attitude has an uplifting effect on others. Yes. So that's another thing. Like, even if you're in a bad mood, there's something about you guys, or like, I don't know, like you guys seem very, maybe bubbly is the word, but I'm almost like, I don't even want to say that, because some of y'all are like, no, P, I don't like people. I don't like talking, but it seems like people always want to talk to me. I never want to talk to people. I don't know. There's something about you though. Just know that when you do let those guards down, let that wall down, you have an effect on people that makes them feel very positive, very optimistic, very creative. Like you get people's mind flowing when they hear you speak, or when they hear your story, or really when they hear about what it is that you do for work or on the side, when they hear about your hobbies. There's like an activation. I feel like when you, like you're used as a catalyst in that way, I don't know, it's almost like you inspire people to be more creative. I don't know, and I'm gonna leave it at that, okay? This group is definitely, there is a restless energy here, and it's crazy because Infinite Waters, I don't know if you guys watch him, what does he say? The world is about to be shaken up, planetary alignment 2025. So I feel like there's something about you guys that just causes a shakeup, but I feel like it's different for each person, right? And it's very unexpected, okay? I also think that something that's very attractive about you, like you can be very sharp with your words. Don't get it twisted. Very smart, very intellectual, very quick, okay? Period. All right. I don't think anybody would really want to get into it with you because you're going to set the record straight. Okay. You speak off of facts. That's the thing. Like there's somebody here saying like, oh yeah, Power 4, like when they say stuff, they don't speak off of emotion. They speak off of facts. And I don't know, they're saying like that's very attractive. Did some of you guys have to defend yourself in a situation? There's something about how you communicate. If you were recently in a legal situation where you had to advocate for yourself, like a lot of people that were listening in, even the judge, honey, I'm saying, they're like, oh, wow, they can really articulate themselves. Like, and she has like this covering over her. It's almost like she can't see, but her mouth is open. She's still willing to advocate. So even if you don't, it doesn't matter what room you're in. This is just what people are thinking about you, okay? Or how people are viewing you. It doesn't matter what room you're in, Power 4. You know how to speak up, okay? Or you spoke up in a situation where most people wouldn't, and people are like, whoa, Power 4 is the shit for that. Like, I don't know, that's the kind of the vibe that I'm getting. Like, that's literally what I'm getting. Your power, I'm not gonna lie, it's weird. Like, not in a bad way, but like, it's weird how the channeling is happening. Like, it's very, very specific. So let's see. People love your mind. They love your mind, and they love where you take their mind. I don't even think you guys try to take people to another world with what you say, but you naturally do. But I think it's because you are just naturally interested in a lot of different things. So when you talk, you might talk about different subjects, and it just intrigues people the way you talk about it. You, my friend, need to be a sales associate or you need to be selling something because, honey, you, what is it called? Like you just, I don't know, there's something about how you can sell things. Like you are a master seller, like very persuasive. Like you know how to get the people going. That's the vibe here. Somebody here could have gave a presentation. There's something about how you did your pitch. I don't know. There's something like that. Okay. And it's funny because behind the scenes, I'm seeing you in these situations where, and these other people wouldn't know this, but I'm seeing you in these situations where you're actually nervous or maybe a little bit intimidated, but to others, it doesn't show. And that is attractive. What are people currently finding attractive about my pile 4? Five of Swords. It's something about how you speak. It's how you speak. I'm not going to lie. Yeah, you guys might have actually been drawn to a couple of piles. I keep getting this saucy ass energy. It's a little different from the one pile, I won't say which one, where I was telling them that they kind of had like a mean girl, mean guy streak that was working for them. But like, you can be very cut with your words, but it's like something must have happened. I don't know. Did you defend somebody? Was somebody bullying somebody? Did you have to stand up for yourself? It's almost like I'm getting a lot of like, even when they're in a corner by themselves, they know how to advocate for themselves. I keep wanting to say that. Like, there's a situation here where it's like you were able to advocate for yourself. You were able to stand up for yourself. You were able to walk in the room and have your head shaved and not give a fuck about what other people thought. Like, it's something about you where it's like you just do it. Okay? It's giving full energy. Like, you just take that leap, you take that risk. Yeah, there might be people talking about you. Yeah, there might be people staring at you crazy, but you don't make it a thing. Like, you don't even feed into that energy, which then perplexes people because it's like, oh shit, pile 4 is comfortable with that? Oh wow, pile 4 is really rocking that bald head and they just don't give a fuck. Damn, maybe I shouldn't give a fuck. Why do I care so much about, whether I have hair or not? Look at pile 4 rocking it with the flat spot in the back. It's like, no. But it's like, whether you got a flat spot, round head, it don't matter. Like, you're rocking it, pile 4. And that's, I don't know, that's attractive. Like, so this is another pile that I think doesn't give a fuck. Okay. You could have an OnlyFans page. You could do something that's very sensual for work, or there's something about how you present yourself at work that's very attractive. I do feel like whatever sex you are, there's something about what you're doing or how you aesthetically portray yourself that most people in your gender class, for whatever reason, find it to be scary to do that. Like, okay, like some people find it scary to maybe walk out of the house with little to no clothes on because they're scared of what people might think. Or maybe some people are scared to let people know that they got an OnlyFans because they're scared of what people might think. Some people are scared to, like, let's say you just did the big chop, friend. If you know, you know. And no offense, if you are not feeling comfortable with wearing your big chop naturally, like, this is giving a vibe of like, if you wore beanies, like, you would be fine with just taking it off and letting people see exactly what's under there. Like, you don't feel the need to have braids or have extensions in to cover it. Like, you might do that if you want to, but you also don't have a problem with bearing it all. You don't have a problem with not wearing makeup. Like, you don't have a problem with showing up and maybe even looking a little out of sorts because you're like, you have that confidence. That's what people think. Like, you could walk in with a jogging suit, maybe even a little bit of some stains on your sweatpants, hair a mess, and you still look the fuck good. It's about how you carry yourself. People think that's attractive, okay? So what else are people finding currently attractive about, or what are people finding attractive about my pile 4 currently, right now? The 7th house, relationship. Let's see. You guys could be in a relationship, or you could be a psychologist that studies the relationships between different humans or like human beings. You could be a therapist, because I don't know why I just got that, because I saw the 4, the 5, that gave me the 9th house. I don't know why that just came to my mind. But if you're in a marriage, you know what's crazy? Pile 4. And then I'm going to move on, because your pile is like taking me on a trip, okay? The people around you are attractive, and that makes you attractive. Like, your partner could be attractive, that makes you attractive. It's like a lot of people around you are attractive, so you could have a very attractive family. Like, I'm getting like a collective attractiveness, okay, when it comes to you. I don't know why. I also feel like if you have a business partner, or if you run your own business, it's something about how you carry yourself or how you run your business. It's very attractive. Very, like, a lot of confidence here. Your aesthetic is very you. A lot of people would be scared to do this, but you're not, and it makes it makes it like pleasant. I don't know how to say this. Like, you make people feel more comfortable with not giving a fuck. I don't know. And we have Aries at, yes, y'all definitely might be drawn to a different pile. This pile, you just do shit. I said this to another pile. Like, you just go after it. You do it. I'm seeing a lot of tattoos on somebody. I'm seeing a nice body. I'm seeing somebody not be scared to show their body. 2222. And the fact that, let me tell you, when you show your body, this is just an example. Let's say you are someone that bears it all, right? Some people might assume that maybe you're not smart, or maybe you're, let's just say it. I'm going to just say it, friend. What you going to do? Fight me? But no, they might say, okay, well, Pile 4 is a hoe. Or Pile 4 must not have certain credentials in certain areas. They probably don't have a long resume or whatever. But then they find out, like, no, like, Pile 4, yeah, she has her OnlyFans, but she also has this. Or yeah, she might do this type of modeling, but she also has this business that's, honey, that is thriving. Like, she also has this, I'm going to just say multi-million, you know, or billion-dollar business. You know, we're going to speak that into existence, Pile 4. It's like something about you where, with how you look, most people wouldn't think that you also have other stuff going on, but you do. You're very articulate, very smart, and you're a fabulous business person. That's the thing. You in business is unfucking matched. And there is this energy, and I'm just going to say this and then I'm going to get off. There is this collective energy for this pile. You could be doing more with your business. I don't think you guys understand how big your talents are and how big your business could be. Some of you do know, some of you don't know, but I'm here to tell you, yes, okay? So I'm gonna leave that there because, honey, y'all just took me to a place, all right? So yes, Pile 4, that was your spread. Please let me know how it resonates, and I will see you guys down below in the comments.